gbùdú kórin dálẹ̀. ìrèdè ẹ máa yọ̀ torí ń tẹ̀ ń wá lọ Sókótó ti wà lápò ṣòkòtò yín. Legacy Food ní gbogbo tó jọmọ́ oúnjẹ lẹ́wà àti tòkè òkun ti bá rọrùn dé. ọ̀gá ni wọ́n nínú kábàánì ṣètò oúnjẹ ṣé tilẹ̀ wa ni àbí tòkè òkun Continental Foods. bá a ṣe ń distribute ní Nàìjíríà bẹ́ẹ̀ là ń ṣe káàkiri òkè òkun. àwọn oúnjẹ aládìídùn tá a ti package bí ẹja gbígbẹ ọ̀fadà rice olùbọ́ gàrí irú ẹ̀wà olóyin àtàwọn oríṣiríṣi ohun ìsebẹ̀. báwo lẹ ṣe fẹ́ sí ní Legacy Foods. bá a ṣe ń tà á lẹ́jẹ̀wọ̀n láǹfààní tún wà fún àwọn aláràtúntà láti wá kó lọ́pọ̀ yanturu pẹ̀lú owó péréte. tẹ́sí máa rí èrè lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. dádì mọ́mì gbogbo ẹ̀yin ilé ìtajà ìgbàlódé tó jẹ́ ti oúnjẹ ẹ má làágùn jìnnà. tí yín ni láti rán Legacy Food níṣẹ́ á sì jẹ bó ti tó àti bó ti yẹ. bó sì ṣe àwọn aláṣẹ ìgbàlódé tó jẹ́ ojúlówó lẹ́yìn fẹ́. Legacy Food ní ẹ kàn sí because we are modern and culture service provider. láti bá wa dòwò pọ̀ ẹ kàn sí Legacy Foods tó wà ní Nàìjíríà Lake Holland International Limited Masa Village Kọ́bápẹ́ Abẹ́òkúta tẹlifon 0902-022-5804 tàbí lórílẹ̀‐èdè Amẹ́ríkà ní Legacy Africana Market 671 Bay Street Staten Island New York 10304 tẹlifon +192-935-35385 ní Legacy Food we set the legacy.
Guys, it's going to be a very quick one because I don't even want to come out today, but I just have to do this amebo. I just have to do this amebo because this amebo is very, very interesting. It's a very interesting one, and it is those kind of amebo that you almost say it's a lie. It cannot be. It cannot be. We all know Eniola Badmus, and we also all know Seyi Tinubu, the son of the president, our presido, Sajaga, Sajaga, we all know. Remember, before I get into the main gist, I forgot to do this gist. Let me just put it there now. Some days, was it 2 days ago or thereabout, a lady came out and accused Eniola Badmus of always pimping small girls to politicians, to big men. The lady, accused Eniola Badmus of always, all these small girls, especially the ones that have done cosmetic surgery, that has done their bum to be big and stuff like that. That Eniola Badmus is always pimping them. You know what they mean by pimp? That she's always pimping them to big men in the society. That Eniola Badmus will now introduce them to big men. That a friend of ours just I think that one just finished her surgery and entered Eniola Badmus inbox and chatted Eniola Badmus up, and Eniola told her that okay, what's your name, blah blah blah, let me see your shape, and that this friend has a very beautiful shape. That before you know it, Eniola Badmus is already interested in the girl, and told the girl that the girl should come to so place, and then she tried to hook the girl up with a big man, and they'll get paid in dollars. Meanwhile, she's going to collect her own share of the money, blah blah blah. Although the lady blogger that I was saying, the lady I was saying wasn't even a blogger per se. That girl was not a blogger, but to me, I just see that girl to be like a jealousy, because probably she's not the one that she probably want to be the one in that position, but Ọlọ́run ò gbà fún, àbí báwo ni ká ṣe sọ, Ọlọ́run ò gbà fún náà la máa sọ, Ọlọ́run ò gbà fún. So I think that is what brought about the whole rubbish that she's saying up and down. Yeah, that lady that she's saying up and down concerning Eniola. And if Eniola is a pimp, actually, she's not the first Nollywood actress to be a pimp. Iyabo Ojo is also one. So it is not a big deal anyway. Bẹ́mi ṣe rí sí o. I stand to be corrected. I might be wrong, but bẹ́mi ṣe rí sí nìyẹn. Bẹ́mi ṣe rí sí nìyẹn. At the same time, ibi tá ti ń sọ eléyìí lọ. At the same time, now back to the main amebo. This main amebo that I want to do. Remember how Eniola Badmus was, carried the whole Jagaban campaign for head. Eniola was a big lady before, but she has done surgery, liposuctions, and the rest of those surgeries. So she has really toned down, herself. She has really, lose a lot of weight. So she's now looking very, very, very sexy now, like literally very, very sexy now. So they say it is because of Seyi Tinubu. They say we all know Seyi Tinubu is happily married, I think with 2 kids. But bí amebo yẹn ṣe wá, they said Eniola Badmus is actually pregnant for Seyi Tinubu with twins. Hey! Wọ́n ní Eniola Badmus ó ti wà nú oyún fún ọmọ Tinubu ìyẹn Seyi Tinubu, that she's pregnant for Seyi Tinubu ìyẹn Tinubu's baba Sajaga son ìyẹn Seyi Tinubu, that she's pregnant and it is even a twins. And that one has been begging her to go and remove the pregnancy, but Eniola said never, never. Eniola is not really that young. And me, I will not. Eniola, please don't remove the pregnancy. Bó bá jẹ́ tòótọ́ ni o. Kò bí nǹkan tó fẹ́ bí o. Ìbejì tán lọ́n. Hey! Eniola ìyá ìbejì tó ń bọ̀ lọ́nà. Eniola ìyá ìbejì tó ń bọ̀ lọ́nà. No wonder tí Eniola ṣe gbé campaign Tinubu sórí. Tinubu gan òun ló yẹ kó fẹ́ Eniola gan sef, kò tẹ̀ ń ṣe ọmọ ẹ̀. Because Eniola gbé campaign yẹn sórí. Ó ní agbára ìṣe tó ṣe gbé campaign yẹn sórí. Ó lágbára. Not knowing pé she's it is her in-law. Àṣẹ in-law ẹ̀ ni. So according to the gist, so they said Eniola Badmus is pregnant for Seyi Tinubu, and she's expecting her first child, which happens to be twins, according to the Gbeborun, allegedly. According to violence headquarters, they say she's pregnant with twins for Seyi Tinubu. That she's pregnant for Seyi Tinubu and it is twins. And even though that one has been begging her to, remove it because that one is happily married or stuff like that. It was even the one that funded all the surgery that she did and, and all stuff like that. And all stuff like that. So that she's, that òun ló fún lówó tó fi lọ ṣe surgery tó fi ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ and the rest of it. Well, he tried too because they were dating. But she is married. Although he's a Muslim, so, and I think Eniola is a Muslim. I thought that Muslim Eniola. Abi? Is Eniola Badmus a Muslim? I think she's a Muslim. I don't know. I stand to be corrected anyway. But Seyi Tinubu is a Muslim. So he can marry more than one wife. It is acceptable. He can marry more than one wife. So the best bet is to just marry Eniola Badmus. Tó bá bí ìbejì tán. The best bet is to just marry Eniola Badmus. And Eniola Badmus has been one of those actresses that does not really have scandal when it comes to men. Bí àwọn colleague, that ó ti fẹ́ irú èmi làwọn Ìyábọ̀ Òjó bó ṣe fẹ́ mú kàrè ló fẹ́ kinní kan rè ló fẹ́ Pasuma ló fẹ́ ilé Dino wà ń bẹ̀ kí ló ti ń pè ọba Níkòrò wà ń bẹ̀. You can count uncountable married men that Iyabo Ojo has dated and done a lot of things with during her career. Big men o. Then if you now count all these Yahoo guys, all these wire guys, those ones are uncountable. Those ones are the ones that she always goes to go and meet in Paris, in France. Àtàwọn tó wà ní Osapa, London, ní Lekki, ní Ìkòyí yẹn, Ìyábọ̀ good nínú yẹn dáadáa. And do not forget Pastor Solomon too was also part of àwọn tí tó ń wọ Iyabo Ojo náà. Don't forget Pastor Solomon is part of, is part of Iyabo Ojo's, collection, men collection, throughout her career. Pastor Solomon as well is part of it. Even though they even did 2 songs with one Ghanaian girl like that. The lady was the one that brought the story out that time. That it was in the house that he rented for Iyabo Ojo. I think she's still living in the house on the highland. That Iyabo Ojo's mother was still alive then. Iyabo Ojo's mother was even downstairs, and it was, greeting. Iyabo Ojo's mother greeted Suleiman like, someone to enter to mother that pẹ̀lú ọmọ ẹ̀ tó ti máa ń wá ọmọ ẹ̀ wá dáadáa. That Iyabo Ojo's mother greeted Suleiman like that. And then the next thing is they went into the room, and the lady even said, what was it called? That Iyabo Ojo was even telling her, this Suleiman, he won't feel that even if he said he wants to do her and probably her daughter, that she will not hesitate, because Suleiman, out of all the pastors wey dey do shino, ká má parọ́ ká má jalè, Suleiman ni ló ń yáwó jù. Suleiman pays. He pays. Nítorí ẹ̀ ni àwọn obìnrin ṣe máa ń bára wọn jà nítorí Suleiman. Wọ́n ní Suleiman máa ń sanwó gan. He pays really well. Ó máa ń sanwó gidi gan. So they did 2 songs at Iyabo Ojo's house then with that Ghanaian girl, and Iyabo Ojo did not mind. One thing about Iyabo Ojo is that Iyabo Ojo most times tó bá ní àwọn boyfriend bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, ó tún máa ń pimp. She's also a pimp. Ó máa tún pimp. She pimps as well. Despite the fact that she dated and slept with Pasuma countless times, ó tún máa ń pimp ọmọ fún Pasuma náà. Don't forget that she's the one that pimped Lara, Larette shoe. She's the one that introduced that pimped Larette shoe. Ọ̀rẹ́ Farida tán jọ dà lọ́jọ́ kìíní àná. She's the one that pimped her to that Demola guy that Farida married. She's also the one that carried Lara, that introduced Lara to Pasuma as well. Even though she's still the one that went to go and spoil the relationship between Pasuma and Lara later on, because Lara wants to marry Pasuma. So òun náà ló tún lọ bá ṣe Lara jẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Pasuma later. So there was a time that Lara and Iyabo Ojo that they fought on social media. Ìjà yẹn le gan. It was even later that Aramide was, bringing all the old stories out, how Lara went to Ibafo láti lọ ṣògùn fún Pasuma pé kó ba lè fẹ́ òun, this and that and that, blah blah blah. Lara was spending money, then a lot of things, although those are in the past at the same time. It was still the Iyabo Ojo that went to go and tell Pasuma náà pé Lara ó ń ṣògùn o, tó bá gbóúnjẹ wá fún ẹ má jẹ o, kí gbá kan àwo kan o. Òun ló gbé fún o, òun náà ló tún lọ tú òfófó fún, because Lara was desperate. She wants to marry Pasuma by all means then, and she was going through the extreme in order to end up with Pasuma by all means, by fire by force. So at the end of the day, story yẹn ṣá ti lọ ṣá. So I've come back to the main amebo. Congratulations to our presido ìbejì tó ń bọ̀ lọ́nà yìí o, Adébáwa láyà tàlàfíà o. Eniola Badmus o, I wish you safe delivery o. I wish you safe delivery o. Àwọn tó máa ń yoyún jẹ wọn ò ní yọ jẹ o. Kọ́lọ́n jẹ́ kó bí kó sọ̀ láyọ̀, wọn ò ní yọ eléyìí jẹ o. Seyi Tinubu, congratulations once again. You are a Muslim, so you can marry more than one wife. No need for her to go and tell her that she should go and remove it. And no need to be saying he's a happily married man, blah, blah, blah. His father just became the president. So, that Obama fún yàn lóyún káàkiri bí ó bá ń ṣòwò náà on a very good day. On a very good day. Tani Obama fún obìnrin lóyún ọkùnrin tí ó bá ń ṣòwò náà on a very good day. Náà tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. So, but it is to me, it is a good news. So, it is a good news. So, because Eniola ti pẹ́ nínú industry gidigidi gan ni. Òun àti Funke Akindele. So, they say Eniola Badmus is pregnant for Seyi Tinubu allegedly, and it is even twins. Say a prayer for them. Ẹnu mi kọ́ lẹ ti gbọ́ o. Òfófó ni mo ṣe fún yín o.
Ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ káàsán, ẹ káalẹ́ o. Ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ Agbo Ìbílẹ̀ Solution. This is Agbo Ìbílẹ̀ Solution. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń wá tí ẹ fẹ́ rójú ẹ̀. Ojú mi rèé. This is Agbo Ìbílẹ̀ Solution. Àwọn tó mọ̀ mí, wọ́n mọ̀ pé this is Agbo Ìbílẹ̀ Solution. Mo wá láti wá polówó àgbo mi tó jẹ́ Agbo Ìbílẹ̀ Solution about fertility treatment. Agbo Ìbílẹ̀ Solution ní fertility treatment. A ní arthritis, a ní high blood pressure, a ní diabetes, a ní àgbo fọ́kùnrin, a ní àgbo fóbìnrin, a ní àgbo infection, a ní àgbo tí obìnrin ò bá rí nǹkan oṣù ẹ̀ tí nǹkan oṣù wọn bá ń ṣe ségesège, a ní ìyẹn náà lọ́wọ́. So àwọn èèyàn ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ mi tó bá pè mí pé àmọ̀ yín, àmọ́ bí wọ́n ti ṣe polówó, àrójú yín rí. That is why I come live video kékeré rí ẹni tó ń ta àgbo yẹn o. Sọ pé Alágbo Ìbílẹ̀ Solution eléyìí ò ń ṣe fraud. This is the real life. So this is àgbo fertility treatment. Tẹ́ bá rí gbogbo ọmọ tó ti rà á rí, wọ́n á mọ̀ pé this is àgbo fertility treatment. Ṣé ti rí orúkọ Agbo Ìbílẹ̀ Solution ló wà níbí báyìí. Ìyẹn olólùfẹ́ mi, this is fertility treatment. This one also is part of fertility treatment. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti rà á rí ẹ máa mọ̀. A ní oríṣiríṣi testimony látọ̀dọ̀ òyìnbó, látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn dúdú ara wa gan, lórí ọlọ́mọ bíbí, lórí ẹni tó ń wojú Ọlọ́run ní olóyún láti Nàìjíríà dé òkè òkun. Gbogbo ẹ̀ la ní testimony fún. Àgbo eléyìí wà fún àgbo ọkùnrin, fún ọkùnrin tí nǹkan ọmọkùnrin ò bá dúró dáadáa. Ẹni tó ti ń ṣe mẹ́ta tẹ́lẹ̀ tí ò lè ṣe mẹ́ta mọ́, tó yẹ pé ẹyọ̀kan ló ń ṣe, tíyàwó ẹ̀ ń bínú àbí tíyàwó ẹ̀ ti sá lọ. This is a 3-in-1. A ní akọjẹ̀dí, a ní àgbo 3-in-1 fọ́kùnrin. A dẹ̀ ní fún obìnrin náà tó jẹ́ pé àwọn libido wọn kò wá òkè mọ́. Ẹ má bínú mo ṣe put pé kò wá òkè because ó ṣì ń function but kò function fún ọkọ wọn wọ́n ṣe like ẹ̀. Because tí ọkọ wọn bá wọn sùn, wọ́n kàn máa sùn gbalaja báyìí ni wọn ò ní feel ẹ̀. Ẹ wá sọ́dọ̀ Agbo Ìbílẹ̀ Solution. Agbo Ìbílẹ̀ Solution ní solution fún yín. Kaya mata wà fún yín, sweetener wà fún yín, a ní honey fún yín. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ máa lò tí tẹ́ pé ẹ̀yin gan máa pọkọ yín pé my dear Bolowa, I'm missing you. Gbogbo ẹ̀ wà lọ́wọ́ wa. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run, ẹ wá sọ́dọ̀ Agbo Ìbílẹ̀ Solution. Ẹ pe nọ́mbà mi látọ̀dọ̀ under Arẹwà SMC. Nọ́mbà mi wà lórí àwòrán yìí. Ẹ máa rí nọ́mbà mi níbẹ̀. This is Agbo